Nuzlocke is a game mode that throws a bunch of rules into the gameplay to make your journey way harder than usual. And that's how today we're going to try to beat the Johto region in SoulSilver. What scared me the most in this mode is that we can only catch the first Pokemon we encounter on each route. My biggest fear was ending up with only bad Pokemons throughout the journey. But what I didn't know was that one of those so-called bad Pokemon would surprise me a lot. So man, let's do it the usual way. Grab something to eat, get comfy, and let's find out if it's possible to beat Pokémon SoulSilver in Nuzlocke mode.
Oh my god!
We start off by choosing Cyndaquil as our starter. Of course, this wasn't really my decision. The chat forced me to pick this fire Anteater. My favorite starter in this game is Totodile, actually. By the way, comment below which Johto starter is your favorite. After that, we beat the rival, snitch on the dude to the police, and get Pokeballs from the professor, whose name I still don't remember. And the moment we receive those Pokeballs, all Nuzlocke challenge rules officially start. Our very first encounter is a Pidgey, which we named Dark Sazir north of Cherry Grove City. We get another encounter, and we're lucky enough to find a Weedle, who we named Negwim Sakana. Inside the dark cave, we run into a Zubat named Light, and before reaching the next city, we catch a Hoothoot named Enzo. At this point, we've basically got a mono flying team. But to switch things up, below Violet City, we find this Pokemon. With a team built up, we head to Sprout Tower, and there we catch a Ghastly named DJ Calm 90. When I get to the top to face the old man, I forget to heal my Pokemon. Several are in bad shape. Zubat ends up dying, and our Kakuna also bites the dust. From this point, I realize this challenge could be really tough. So with that in mind, I go challenge Faulkner, the first Johto gym leader, even though he only uses Kanto Pokemon. With João Miguel, I take down the first Pidgey in 2 hits. Then comes Pidgeotto, who leaves Miguel at 6 HP. I switch out to avoid a feint. My Ghastly takes heavy damage, so I switch again. Hoothoot tanks 2 hits and puts the opponent to sleep. Then I just spam quick attacks, and the rival bird goes down. First badge earned, no losses. Now I'm feeling a bit more confident, since the next gym is Bug type, and we've got lots of Pokemon with type advantage over Bugsy. We reach Union Cave and catch a solid Pokemon named Grim. Coming out of the cave, we get another encounter. And yeah, as you can see, I was super disappointed. But trust me, if you stick around to the end, you'll see this snake turn into the best Pokemon in the world. We reach the next city, head into Slowpoke Well, catch one for ourselves, beat up Team Rocket, and save the town. Then we go face Bugsy. I start with Geodude, but switch to the snake for that sweet Intimidate. We paralyze his Scyther with Glare, and with just one rock type move, we KO that budget Zoro from Shopee. Metapod and Kakuna go down easily too. Second badge secured. After leaving the gym, we have another rival fight. And once again, this trash rival gives me no trouble at all. Next mission, sneak up on those Farfetch'd. Okay, that came out weird. Inside Ilex Forest, we learn Headbutt. And after headbutting some trees, we catch an Apom named Davy 777. We finally arrive at Goldenrod. We have a choice between Tyrogue, Eevee, or Dratini. I was torn, but before I tell you which one I picked, comment below which one you would choose. We enter the radio tower, take the SATs, and if you pass, Whitney comes back to the gym, so let's go challenge her. I start with Massey, but realize she resists most of my attacks, so I switch to Geodude, who handles her easily. Then comes the most feared Pokemon of all, the fastest cow in the game. She leaves me at 1 HP after a brutal exchange. I switch to the snake for Intimidate, then to Geodude again, and with a lot of effort, we finally defeat her without losing anyone. Now, the next gym, Morty, really scared me because I've already lost a Nuzlocke to him before. So I prepare an OP team just to face him, but before that, I catch a Drowsy, a Ledibba, and our snake finally evolves into a glorious Arbok. Also catch a Nidoran and a Stantler. Finally, we reach Ecruteak City, talk to Bill at the Pokemon Center, and catch a Rattata inside the burned tower. Also catch a Meowth on Route 38, a Spearow on Route 42, and a Machop in the cave. After that, I decide to go with Eevee. Since the next gym is Ghost type, I know which evolution I need. So I run around the map, beat up a bunch of trainers, and level up Eevee's happiness. Since it's nighttime, he evolves into Umbreon, easily the best looking evolution. We also catch a Magnemite. Next up, we challenge Morty, but first we beat our rival again. Honestly, I'm tired of beating this dude. He's never a threat. Then we go face the gym that always gives me the chill. I start with Infinito. One crunch and Ghastly's down. Haunter? One hit KO. And then comes the feared Gengar, the one that made me lose a past run. But a critical hit takes him down instantly. Only one Haunter left. Also falls to a single bite. We beat this gym so easily, I didn't even need my Umbreon strategy. With 4 badges in hand, we arrive at the next town and go straight to the lighthouse. At the top, we talk to Jasmine, who says Ampharos has a stomach ache. She asks us to fetch medicine from the next city, so that's what we do. On the way, we catch a Tentacool in the ocean. Arriving in Cianwood, we head into the fighting type gym. I bring in my flying types, but one of the NPCs has a Hitmonchan, and if you're smart, you know he learns elemental punches. He uses Thunder Punch and knocks out my boy Enzo, Big F. But it doesn't stop there. I run into Suicune, interact with it, and Eugene shows up to battle. He leads with Voltorb, who somehow never misses a thunder. My team is full of flying and water types. You can guess how this goes. He nearly kills Arbok, actually kills Tentacool, but thankfully our starter's quick attack finishes him off. After all that chaos, we challenge Chuck, start off slicing through his Primeape with Leonel. Against Poliwrath, I switch to Magnemite, but he tanks it too well, so I switch to Pidato, but after a rough exchange, that cursed frog takes another one of my Pokemon. With some luck, Matthew finishes the fight. We get our 5th badge, but with heavy losses. Now we head to Mahogany Town. North of the town, we catch a beautiful red Gyarados, and also meet Lance, who tells us there's a strong magnetic wave affecting the town. He asks us to help investigate. Inside the shady shop, we discover it's a Team Rocket hideout, and of course we beat the crap out of everyone. After hours of fighting, we finally disable the Electrode Slave Machine. Now we're free to challenge Price, the Ice-type gym leader. Start with Light, Thundershock wipes out the first Pokemon. Then Puloween, one revenge finishes him. Same goes for Dugong, another badge earned, no loss. We return to the lighthouse, give Ampharos the medicine, and Jasmine lets us challenge her gym. She leads with Magnemite, and so do I. In a solid exchange, mine comes out on top. Next, Magnemite gets destroyed by Quilava. Against Steelix, I use Arbok for Intimidate, but he nearly takes out Machoke. Switch to Mathy and finish him with water attacks. That's our 7th badge. And if you've seen my other videos, you know I always struggle against Claire. She is by far the strongest gym leader in the game. I was sure we'd lose the run there. But before that, we need to deal with Team Rocket again, now in Goldenrod. I steal a Rocket uniform, sneak into the radio tower, and beat everyone up. We find out the radio director is trapped under the shopping center, so we go rescue him. And yes, we kick our rival's butt once again. But this time, he kills my Magnemite! F. We get the key card, return to the tower, and on our way up, Geodude evolves into Golem. Mathy becomes Slowbro. Machoke becomes Machamp. We beat a Rocket admin and the new leader, clearing the path to Claire. Inside Ice Path, we catch a Swinub named Nucertao, evolve it into Piloswine, and go hunt for a Heart Scale to teach it ancient power and evolve into Mamoswine. Now we're ready to face the most dangerous leader. She starts with Gyarados, no and I with Nucertao. I switch to Ampharos, one shot and Gyarados is down. Against Dragonair, I use Umbreon but take too much damage. Switch back to Nucertao and with some Ice Shards, defeat it. Then comes the Nightmare, Kingdra. I try Jose but take too much damage and switch to Mathy, who gets low HP and faints. Then Ampharos, but Kingdra Hydro pumps him to death. Then my monkey, also destroyed. Only Machamp remains, somehow tanks a Hyper Beam. With low HP, I hit Revenge, which deals double the damage taken, and we devastate Kingdra. Only Dragonair left, who finishes Machamp, or if you're a humble guy, type F for Jose in the comments. He gave his life so we could beat this gym leader. And with that, Nucertao finishes the last Dragonair, and we get our 8th badge. Now it's time to honor the fallen, build a new team, defeat the Kimono Girls, and capture Lugia in a beautiful cutscene. Caught it with the Master Ball. Now there's nothing left but to face the Elite Four. After crossing Victory Road, this is our final team. Then we battle the Psychic type member, and with a Shadow Ball, I managed to take down the fat Slowbro. With our Mammoth, we beat them. Bird using just one Avalanche. The beautiful Black Cat takes down the Big Lip Jinx. And with the Red Gyarados, I defeat Executor. With even more luck, we managed to freeze the last Pokemon and finish it off. With that victory, we can face Koga. With our great starter, we defeat Ariados with just one flamethrower. Fortress takes 4 flags from fire and goes down easily. When Mook comes in, I switch to Golem, and with an Earthquake, I send him straight to the void. With a Rock Throw, we beat both Venomoth and Crobat, and now we're up against Bruno. I simply managed to beat this guy using only Gyarados. Then, against the last elite member, pretty much the same thing happens. We defeat everyone with Gyarados. And now, we finally face the Dragon Master, Lance. I started with a strategy, switching between Umbreon and Gyarados. Thanks to Gyarados' Intimidate ability, I was able to lower the enemy's attack as much as possible. That gave me time to set up Dragon Dance over and over with my Pokemon, and then it was just one-hit KOs on everyone. Challenge completed. Leave an F in the chat for Umbreon and all the legends who gave their lives in this run so we could win. This challenge. Even though we lost many Pokemons, the important thing is we won. So hey, if you made it this far, subscribe to the channel. And if you like this video, there's another amazing one on screen right now. I promise you'll like it even more than this one.